Namaste, brothers and sisters. This is Jen, and I'm making this video because I'm very inspired to, and I got a very strong message from Spirit that they wanted me to do a tarot reading, just a tarot reading where you can't necessarily see me or anything like that, but it's just about the reading. So I'm going to be working with the Rider and Waite tarot deck, and I'm going to be doing a reading with regards to the energetics that are affecting particularly speaking to the 144,000 illumined twin flame starseeds that have, well, made that vow and promised to incarnate at this time. Yeah, so that is the plan, to do a tarot reading, and I will be pulling some clarifying cards, and I will also be working with the Journey of Love cards, which are from Alana Fairchild, and I will also be working with the Good Tarot, which is from Colleen Barrett. What's her name? Colleen Barrett Reed. So yeah, I'm really excited just to do this because I feel like I've got a specific message that's going to come in on a specific frequency that's going to assist the community. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards, and anyone who's watching and is drawn to this message, please just focus now on what it is that you're seeking clarity with as I shuffle these cards. And I'm going to pull 3 cards for the Divine Feminine, 3 cards for the Divine Masculine, and I'm going to pull 2 cards at least for the union. I'm just going to channel a message that Spirit wants to bring through. Okay, so the first card that I've pulled out for the Divine Feminine is the 5 of Pentacles. That's that card. And the first card that I've pulled out for the Divine Masculine is the Page of Wands. Ooh, sorry about that, brothers and sisters. So the message that I'm getting with regards to the Divine Feminine is that it's been a very lonely road, being the awakened Divine Feminine twin flame, and there's we've all done so much work on healing our core wounds and actually having to face those parts of ourselves where we've held on to those very deeply limited beliefs about who we are and about the nature of reality. And this card points to the fact that it's not that it's been a battleground, but it's definitely been a very challenging road for the Divine Feminine, particularly because it's actually been quite lonely, being the awakened one and having to hold that, and having to hold those 5th dimensional frequencies of knowing and remembrance in a predominantly 3D consciousness world where the vast majority of people thus far have not actually remembered who they truly are as divine beings. So this card is just pointing to the fact that it has definitely been a challenging road for the Divine Feminine, and for the Divine Masculine, the Page of Wands is pointing in this position. It's pointing to the fact that there has been a shift in the Divine Masculine consciousness, brothers and sisters, and I've been speaking about this not in my tarot readings but in my videos about how the universe has really been going out of its way to awaken the Divine Masculine. And so I feel that the Page of Wands, it's like he hasn't quite reached the level of the king, because he's just really, what the message that I'm getting is that a lot of these Divine Masculines have had an interest in spirituality and meditation and yoga, etc, but they haven't really deeply surrendered to the do you know what I'm saying, to the actual pearls and jewels that are available when you do truly surrender to your spiritual practice. And this card is just saying that there is an awakening going on within the Divine Masculine consciousness right now, Divine Feminine, and they are beginning to awaken, and they are beginning to sort of take steps on the path of their, or not just like talking about spirituality, but actually embodying spirituality. That is definitely the message of this card, that there has been an awakening. I mean, it's not like the Ace of Wands where their Kundalini energy has like fully, you know, kind of ascended from the sacral to the cranium. We're not talking about that. We're talking about an awakening, not a mini awakening, but definitely an awakening is taking place within the divine masculine consciousness right now, brothers and sisters. And there is a very, very, very strong message that's coming out that the divine masculine has actually is starting to remember who his divine feminine is. And really for a lot of divine masculines, they are starting to get very, very, very strong signs from the universe that they are actually being in contact with the fifth dimensional aspect of their beloved twin flame. And this is really going on. And whereas the fifth dimensional aspect of the feminine twin had been coming through for quite some time, but the divine masculine had predominantly been rejecting those messages as being fanciful, and, you know, convincing himself that he's just living in a fantasy. But what's actually happened is that there has been a huge shift, and this is a lot to do with the energies of the solstice. Energies were very, very powerful for the twin flame collective, but also the portal of the 11-1 portal was without doubt the most powerful and significant twin soul portal that we have gone through as a collective consciousness. And so because of this, a lot of layers of illusion for the divine masculine have been removed, which is a really, really great thing. And I think we'll be speaking more about that as the reading goes on. But the Page of Wands is pointing to the fact that there is an awakening. There has been a shift within the divine masculine, and they are actually beginning to come online with their spirituality and who they truly, truly are. Okay, brothers and sisters? So the second card for the divine feminine is the King of Cups. Well, that's very, very beautiful. And to me, the meaning of this card is that the divine feminine has really, really reached a level of balance within her own self-mastery. And she has learnt that she has to balance her masculine and feminine energies, and that she has to be the embodiment of the divine masculine energy within her own self. And so she is really, really stepping up now to take actions that are based on her intuitive guidance and intuitive knowing. And the fact that this is the King of Cups, this is pointing to a level of mastery that the divine feminine has reached. And here we are referring to particularly coming out of those very, very old timelines and vibrations of neediness. And the reason why the neediness was so prevalent was because she wasn't really being there as her own divine masculine energy. And so she was very sort of addicted to this idea of projecting her divine masculine energy onto her twin soul. But then because that she wasn't being there for her own divine masculine energy, her twin soul could only be a vibrational reflection of that. And so he wasn't able to be there for her. So what this card is really pointing to is that the divine feminine has really, really learnt, in many ways, probably the hard way, how to not abandon herself emotionally, and how to hold space for all the different aspects of her consciousness. And here we're particularly talking about the wounded aspects, the shadow aspects. She has learned how to be the father to her own self, the protector, and the energy that holds, that can set boundaries, particularly in relationship to other people that the divine feminine has come into relationship with. All this card is really pointing to is that the divine feminine has done such a phenomenal amount of work on herself and with her vibration to bring her to a level of spiritual mastery, which is really deeply pointing to the fact that she is ready for union. And that's a really, really great thing, brothers and sisters, because it has actually been a long time for the divine feminine to get ready for union. And she, and these cards are pointing to the fact that she is now ready for union, because she's reached a place where she is not prepared to abandon herself emotionally. So that's a really, really great great card to pull for the divine feminine. And it's also very, very supportive for the divine masculine, because obviously, and I've said this in lots of my videos, but the genuine twin souls, they share exactly the same hard drive computer. So if the divine feminine has received this upgrade with regards to her own mastery around her emotions and boundaries and holding space for her shadow and her light, all of these codes are going to be put into the hard drive of the twin flame coupling, and or the twin flame unit, I should say. And so the divine masculine energy is going to be able to really, really tap into those codes when in divine timing. Hope that makes sense, brothers and sisters, but it's all really, really, really good. So we'll just pull the next card for the divine masculine. So the divine, here we have the Three of Staffs. So here we see that the divine masculine is having to turn around, and here I feel very deeply that this card is referring to the divine masculine's relationship with his karmic partners, because we have to understand that the reason why many of the divine masculines got involved in these karmic relationships was they believed that they were doing the best thing, and they believed that they were doing the right thing for everybody. Because lest us not forget, the divine masculine had given up on the fairy tale. So if you're, like, you know, in a realm of consciousness where you no longer believe in true love, you're basically gonna like have to settle for whatever's in your path. That is their rationale and that is their reasoning. But we all know that, and there are many channels and many messengers that are coming forward with the same information at the moment, beloveds. And this is that you know, there are huge, massive shifts going on within the karmic relationships of the divine masculine and feminine. And for many, this is going on, particularly with the divine masculine, whose genuine and actual spiritual awakening is happening right now. And what's going on for them is they are receiving loads of synchronicities, and they are receiving loads and a ridiculous number of signs, like how the divine feminine did in the beginning, pointing them to the fact that actually maybe this might just be a fairy tale. You know, this 3D reality might have a fifth dimensional interface potential. And so they are beginning to awaken to that. And they're also getting loads and loads of messages in the dream time, brothers and sisters. The divine masculine's higher self is very much communicating with them in the dream time. And they're having dreams of marriage, of union, of happiness, of true love, you name it. Because, you know, the reason why it's so strong for them in their dream time is because a lot of the divine masculine have sort of run away from their divine feminine, really, basically, because the divine feminine has made herself known to the divine masculine, but oftentimes the divine masculine has been the one that has actually, you know, run from the divine feminine. And this is largely, well, it's very, very deep, the reasons for the divine masculines running, but at the very root of it is that they believe that they are unworthy of true love. And and that's really sad, but, you know, we as the conscious awakened divine feminine have been working with the divine masculine to assist them in reclaiming those self-worth codes. And that's what it's all about, brothers and sisters. And so this card, the Three of Staffs, this is basically pointing to the fact that they are turning away now, and they are walking away from these karmic partnerships, because they are literally getting bombarded by signs from the universe to say that that this union is on. And I just wanted to just go to the Rider-Waite Tarot book, and it's so funny because I've literally just opened it up on that page. Okay, he's not allowed to go. Yeah, so this is basically saying he's turned away. That is the message of the card, is that the divine masculine realizes that it's just not going to work with the divine feminine. Now, when we're doing these readings, and these readings are referring to many people that are vibrationally drawn to this message, this clarity that the divine masculine is experiencing, it kind of occurs in layers. So for some of us, like for my twin, for example, I feel that my twin is like really massively getting a slap in the face by the universe to say, like, you know, the choices that you made are not going to serve your highest destiny in this lifetime, because you actually signed up for absolute bliss, for nothing less than absolute bliss, and this relationship is not going to be able to deliver that level of bliss to you. So yeah, this is what the divine masculine is realizing, beloveds. They're having a huge awakening. But then for others who are in a different place within their own sort of twin flame journey, it will be more of a subtle kind of knowing. So it's all but the message is that the karmic relationships were built on extremely almost like non-existent foundations, and so when the SHIT hits the fan, which they will, because that is the nature of life, is, you know, we all know the nature of life on the 3D reality, then those relationships are not going to be able to be sustained, because they don't have the deep solid foundations. And this is also what's going on, brothers and sisters, is that there are actually circumstantial things going on within the genuine twin souls that are involved in karmic relationships. They are basically circumstances, external circumstances are occurring now, which are again pointing to the fact that this relationship does not have the wherewithal or depth or sustenance to be able to withstand these 3D storms. So I'm just going to pull one clarifying card from this deck. And then the High Priestess. Oh my golly. So we've pulled the High Priestess, and this is confirming that the Divine Masculine is really getting strong messages from the Divine Feminine at the moment, brothers and sisters. And this is very much confirming that the telepathy that you are sending to your twin flame is being received at a different quality, at a different level to which it has been received in the past since you've been connected. This is also pointing to the fact that the Divine Masculine and those that are vibrationally drawn to this message, your Divine Masculine knows that you are his divine consort, and that he knows that you are his High Priestess. Now, for some of the beloveds that are watching this, the Divine Masculine, there will be a level of excitement. I'm really sorry about that. I don't know why the table keeps wobbling, but anyway, the Divine Masculine, for some, there will be a conscious knowing that that is you, i.e. he knows your name, he sees your face, and he basically knows it's you. But for others, there will just be a sense of an angelic soul that has been appearing in their dream time, and they don't actually specifically know it's you and it's your name. But the message is that the Divine Masculine is turning away from the karmic partnerships, brothers and sisters, and is really receiving very strong telepathic sort of like interface with his Divine Feminine at the moment, which is a really beautiful thing. So we're just going to pull the next card now, because this is going to be connected to this card. And so here we have the card of Temperance, which is a very powerful major arcana card, and this is all about divine timing. So the message of this card is that prior to incarnation, when you signed up and you soul contracted to return to the earth plane to reunite with your highest vibrational consort, otherwise known as your twin soul, it was decided upon a timeline of how that destiny would actually manifest. And for many of us, there were certain soul contracts that we made with other souls that we promised our higher self that we would fulfill prior to full physical reunion with our twin souls. And for many of us, Divine Feminine, that is referring to who we are as the master beings, as the master avatar beings that we have given ourselves permission to become. And because of that, we have set up soul contracts, as I have set up soul contracts, to work with a specific group of people to assist them to come into stabilized fifth dimensional awakened consciousness. And so because of that, this is just a reminder that the divine union is very much specifically based upon divine timing, brothers and sisters. And I'm just getting a strong message from Spirit to pull a clarifying card for this. And here I've got the Page of Water. And so yeah, this is referring to the beloveds that the divine feminine has come here to support on their own journey of mastery. And it's like the more we can assist and the more we can serve and show up in our radiance in our life and in our world, the more, well, we really just genuinely are fulfilling our mission and fulfilling our divine destiny, dear ones. I'm just going to pull another card because I feel that this is creating a puzzle. This is like pieces of a puzzle that's putting together a whole picture. And once I've pulled all the cards in this set, I'm going to be able to put the whole picture together, brothers and sisters. So the final card is for the divine masculine, and that's the Queen of Cups. Oh my God, that is so beautiful. Wow. Okay, so are we getting the download, family? Like, this was in the divine masculine. Okay, so look, we've got the King of Cups and we've got the Queen of Cups. This is very, very powerful and very, very auspicious. And so what this card is referring to, again, is that the divine masculine is being overwhelmed by his the fifth dimensional presence of his queen, of his high priestess, of his empress, of his divine feminine. And the message of this card is that the divine masculine consciousness really, really wants the divine feminine consciousness to know this. And so it is really, really important, divine feminines, now that you relax, because so many of you, and and myself included on some level, have not necessarily been worried, but have been really questioning about the divine timing, the temperance of of when the union's going to manifest on the physical plane. Yes, so the message of the Queen of Cups for the divine masculine is that he's feeling his queen, brothers and sisters, and he's reached a place where he can no longer deny your existence and your presence. And so the divine masculine is advancing towards you energetically, sisters, and especially to those people that are vibrationally drawn to this message. This is a very strong message for you, that you have done extremely well with the work that you have been doing on your own vibration and really, really stabilizing in this higher dimensional space. And because of this stability, your divine masculine is able to tune into your frequency without there being like loads and loads of interference. And also the Queen of Cups in this position is referring to the fact that the divine masculine is really learning at the moment to make peace with his emotions, and to absolutely, completely and utterly transcend this most negative programming that around the divine masculine, and crying and expressing their emotions. And actually this card is pointing to the fact that the divine masculine is reaching quite an amazing level of maturity around how they respond to and deal with their own emotions, whether that be sadness or loneliness, or and a lot of the divine masculine has been really, really working on clearing addiction timelines and templates, whereby they've automatically gone into that place of reaching for something external in order to avoid that feeling of that sort of like that sadness or worry or loss or loneliness or whatever. So this card is basically saying that your divine masculine, it really has been doing a lot of work himself to come into divine union with you, and that your presence is really, really, really super strong for him. And he wants you to know that. He wants you to know that he knows that it's you, and that it's very, very important that you trust in divine timing, because there is God's plan is at play here, and you have really, really stepped onto an extremely high vibrational timeline. To everyone that's vibrationally drawn to this message, and that's absolutely amazing. So I've just pulled two clarifying cards for this, and I've put, so basically the clarifying card is exactly the same card. So that's the Queen of Water. So I've got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Water as the clarifying cards for the divine masculine, and that is basically confirming every single thing that I just said about that message about the Queen of Cups. This card is confirming that. It's basically saying what she just said. and even more. And it's so divine feminine, the message is that it's just really important for you now to just relax into the knowing that you have made a plan with Mother, Father, God to come into physical union with your divine counterpart. If you had not made this plan, you would not be watching this video. You would be watching something else on some whatever, but you would not be drawn to this. You would not be doing all this deep, intense work upon yourself to prepare you for union. You have made this promise, not only to Mother, Father, God, but you made it to your twin soul, and you made it to the whole of collective consciousness of humanity, that you would be the embodiment of this divine union in this lifetime. And so the message, the message from this card is that it is very important now, divine feminine, that you relax and trust in this process and really enjoy this process of, you know, observing how all the miraculous ways and means that your higher self and the universe is going to present to you to actually bring this union into its fullest fruition. Like, they're almost saying, like, you know, just sit back, like, you know, imagine you're in like a 5-star movie house just watching the most amazing movie, and this movie is your life, and this movie is your destiny, and it's time now. And the message that I've been bringing through in all my videos about 2018 is that it's showtime, it's lights, camera, action. This is it. It's time for physical union for so many of the twin souls that have been really, really preparing, particularly in the last 3 or 4 years, for their union. So this is absolutely huge. And then the next card that came out, which is such an exquisite card, is the Ace of Earth. And this is basically talking about physical union. The Ace of Earth is the highest physical manifestation card that you can pull in the whole pack. And it's also wanting to bring through a message about manifestation, about how are you manifesting things in your life that you wish for, whether that be your divine twin soul union, whether that be greater abundance, whether that be the work that you're wanting to align with in this lifetime. The message that wants to come through in this reading, and that is like a reminder that you have incarnated. One of the main reasons why you have incarnated is to become a master manifester, to unlock all of the keys and the tools that enable you to become a master manifester, an instant manifester. And so the message of this reading is that it's time to really, really step up with your manifestational practices, brothers and sisters. And the message that Spirit wants to give to you is that one of the most powerful ways for you to call anything from the unseen realm into the seen realm is to basically, it's a bit like playing as a child. So you need to, it's quite good if you could find a playmate. You know, you could invite someone to come and play with you, and what you do is you speak to your friend or your playmate as though that which you wish to manifest has already manifest. So you speak it into reality. Do you see what I'm saying? You're speaking as though it's happening and it's already happening. And, you know, for those to enter the kingdom and the queendom of God, you must become like children. And that is written in you know, that is a known fact. And this is what I'm referring to here, beloveds. It's like, in order for us to become the powerful manifesting beings that we have incarnated to become, we have to allow ourselves to drop back into that childlike space of play and imagination. That's it. Isn't that so beautiful and so wonderful? And you can do it on your own as well. Like, you can go, oh wow, oh my God, it's happened and I'm so happy, and you can act out as though it's all happening. And like, for example, you can act out going on a date with your twin soul and go upstairs and have a shower and, you know, put your makeup on and get ready and like just tell your subconscious mind that that is what's going on. So the reason why this message is coming through in this particular reading is because, as I've said before, brothers and sisters, 2018 is showtime. And so we are being required to step up to our highest spiritual game now in 2018 and really, really be the embodiments of the master beings that we have incarnated to be. And that means that we remember that we manifest through play and through imagination and through divinely guided action. action. Of course, action is a massively fundamental part of all manifestation. So the message of the Ace of Earth is that it's about anchoring that 5D knowing, that 5D consciousness into the 3D reality, and interfacing the fairy tale matrix, which is who you are, which is who I am, and interfacing that upon the 3D reality. Because the 3D reality is deeply, deeply shifting right now, brothers and sisters, and there is an absolutely almighty upgrade going on within the ley line electromagnetic grid, and this is all connected to the huge work that we've done on the 11.1 portal and all the dragon lines being activated, and massive things going on. So I'm going to pull a very beautiful card, and this is working with the Journey of Love from Alana Fairchild. And this card is just going to bring everything together. And so let's just see, we'll see what her message is, and it will be the final piece in this reading, and then from that final piece I'll be able to bring the whole reading together and deliver you the concise message. So just take a moment, brothers and sisters, just to send your intentions into these cards, all of you who are vibrationally drawn to this tarot reading, so that the card that we pull out is specifically for you, and specifically going to resonate for you, dearest ones. And the card that we've pulled is Coming Together. How perfect, how beautiful. Look at those twin souls are in union. So, and I'm going to, and it's number 66. Oh, master number 66. Wow, very powerful, beloveds. So I'm going to read this because she's actually giving us a transmission through this message. So I just invite you now, brothers and sisters, just to close your eyes and just to really open your palms, and just take a moment to visualize golden spheres on your palms, just really opening up to receive this message from your higher self. You and another soul are coming into each other's worlds. It is destiny that is unfolding, an expression of a divine plan set in motion many lifetimes ago. That destiny may have a romantic purpose. It may have a sacredness that is sexual. It may have a sacredness that is creative, tender, about learning self-esteem or courage. It may bring a gift of enduring friendship and loyalty, or be an expression of a passing flash of divine force that shakes your foundations and helps move you out of a situation which would have consumed your light with tediousness and playing small. The coming together is happening, however. Know it is of love. This oracle brings guidance. You are going to be moved by love. Whether it is long-term or fast and furious, it is love, and it has meaning. Let it be what it is, and do not try to force it to become what you think it must be. It has worth, as do you. Enjoy the experience and know it serves your growth. Two energy patterns come together, a shared frequency in a field of possibilities, and there was resonance. Wow, what an absolutely incredibly powerful message, brothers and sisters. Yeah, can you see that? So the message of this card is literally confirmation of this message that has just been delivered throughout this reading. This card is confirming that every single word that was spoken in this reading is a direct message for you. And the reason why you have been vibrationally drawn to this message is because this message is for you. And this card is reaffirming and confirming that things are really shifting right now with the genuine twin soul, divine masculine and feminine collective, brothers and sisters. And it is very important that you step up with your powers and your tools of manifestation, and you start really upping your manifestation game. And for many of you that will come, I would highly recommend working with my 4-week Twin Flame Mastery course, which teaches you the absolutely amazing tools that will assist you on your path of becoming a master manifester. That is just one tool that is available. There are many, many tools. You could reach out for a one-to-one session with me, and I can definitely give you a reading, but I can also assist you with implementing on a practical level these new upgraded tools that will support you to become the master manifester that you have come here to be. Because it is very, very important now, as we as the way showers step up fully into our radiance, into our fully ascended state of consciousness, from being that of a 3D consciousness caterpillar to the fifth dimensional consciousness of being a butterfly. And in that ascension of our own consciousness and the fact that we are self-realized beings, it is then our duty to go out and share this knowing and share this knowledge and share this inspiration and divine service with all of the beloveds that Mother, Father, God sends our way. So the message is, brothers and sisters, is that you must hold on to visions of your union. Like, stand solid in your knowing that it has manifest, and that it is manifesting. But much more than even that, it is manifesting, that stay in the vibration that it has already manifest. And use your power of intention, use your power of speech, use your power of knowing to call it from the unseen realm into the seen realm. You are also powerful. I see you, I know you, I recognize you. You are my brother and sister. You are God's daughter, you are God's son. We have got this family of light. We are the ones that we have been waiting for, and we are the fulfillment of the ancient prophecies, of the rainbow bridge, of the homecoming of the starseed, and the full ascension of Gaia from a 3D consciousness planet to a 5th dimensional paradise. So it is my greatest honour to gather with you in this sacred way, and I possibly will be sharing tarot readings at least once a week in the next few months, just to really support everyone on this ongoing journey. And also I've been watching a few readings on YouTube and been connecting with a lot of the beautiful brothers and sisters that have been doing these readings. But the message I got from Spirit is that, you know, that I have a particular frequency that I'm stable in, that these messages are going to be coming from that frequency, and it is a very, very, very high frequency. And so it is going to be very supportive for the brothers and sisters that are very, very much on this Christ self, Christ realization timeline. That is what it's all about. And so yeah, this message goes to you, brothers and sisters. I love you all so much. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear how this was for you in receiving this message. And yeah, this was my first, like, you know, sort of official tarot spread, and it's been an absolute joy and an absolute pleasure, sending so many blessings. Please remember how powerful you are. Namaste. I would like to extend a deepest heartfelt invitation to you, dear ones, to come and join myself, Matahariji, in the sacred Isle of Avalon on the 23rd, 24th, 25th of March 2018. In this retreat, we will be diving deep into the mystery of silence and belonging. The retreat will include a tour of the sacred sites of Avalon. We have been granted access to Chalice Garden. We will also visit the White Spring, the Abbey, the Mary Magdalene Chapel, and the tour. We will be facilitating an auspicious ceremony to reinstate the high feminine codes back into these sacred sites, in order to activate the template of the hieros Gamos back into this sacred isle. We will bathe in the purified water of the White Spring in Glastonbury, which is molecularly and structurally the closest element we have to living light. We will experience a deep soul healing belonging ceremony, which Matahariji channeled in her dream state, which will heal on a very deep level all the traumatic memories you carry within you, with regards to perceiving yourself as separate from source energy and from everyone and everything in creation. There will also be a kirtan, which is an immersion into the deep chanting of the divine names of God. We will work with a powerful technique to open up your voice so that all trauma which has been stored in the throat center can be cleared. We will dive deep into the silence of our original nature and experience our own personal hieros Gamos ceremony through the awakening of our own Kundalini energy. We will dive deeply into the deepest mysteries of the twin soul phenomenon and so much more. There are 16 places available on this full residential retreat, which includes all meals and your accommodation. Please see below for full details of how to book. Namaste. That have been designed to fast track you into full union with your beloved twin flame. Number 1, meet the 5th dimensional aspect of your twin flame. Number 2, meet and merge in the 0-point field with your twin flame. Number 3, the abundance MP3 activation. Number 4, the self-worth MP3 activation. Number 5, the Magdalene and Yeshua Divine Union MP3. Number 6, heal and restore the Atlantis timeline. Number 7, the Violet Waterfall MP3. Number 8, the Inner Child Healing MP3. Number 9, Love Your Physical Body Reprogramming MP3. Number 10, Light Language Dispensation. Number 11, Deep Relaxation MP3. Number 12, Balancing, Giving and Receiving. Number 13, Reviving the Frozen Garden of Your Heart. Number 14, Source Frequency Activation. And number 15, Angelic T-Cell Activation. Thank you so much for watching this video, beloveds. Please like, comment and subscribe. Many, many blessings to you all. Namaste.